It's been a long time since we seen y'all.
You stupid. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing?
Oh,
Get my girl in here.
I'm
There she
good.
go.
I'm good. Boo.
No.
I'll get in when I need to get in.
Come on in. Come on in. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing?
Hey, y'all.
What's up, TikTok? What's up, YouTube?
Y'all, it's been a minute.
Hey, Heather.
It's been a
Yes, it
minute.
has.
Heavy, how you doing? Heather on YouTube, what's going on? We got Leilani with us, y'all. Y'all can't really see her on y'all see her. There she go. There she go.
Look at there. Look at there.
There she go.
Say hey, y'all.
Look, it has been a minute. I was just
Yeah,
singing
that's
you
been a
guys a
minute.
song. It's been a long time since we seen y'all.
Let's show y'all, y'all. Let's show y'all, y'all. Yes. What's up, everybody?
We
Come on in.
wanna
Come on
tell
in.
you all about what we've been doing.
I'll start it off right, y'all. Get out.
Oh, don't be lying to him, Twyla. She does not look like her granddaddy.
Yes, she does.
No, she don't.
Thank you, Twyla. Little fat cheeks.
Oh, why people gonna come on here and lie to Joaquin like that?
Tell her, y'all, jealousy don't look good on her, does it?
What's up?
What's up, everybody?
Where y'all coming in from? Where you coming in from?
Yes, tell me where you coming in from on YouTube
Yeah.
and TikTok. TikTok, we miss you all.
So we are on 2 platforms tonight. We're on TikTok and YouTube. So thank y'all for coming in.
Yes.
We have missed you all. I know for the last month and a half, I think it's probably been 2-3 months since we've been on. We got Atlanta, we got Tobago, Australia, Seattle, Washington, West Virginia, South Carolina, Atlanta, Chicago, North Carolina, Carolina. We got Mobile, Jamaica. Yeah, making me crazy.
She Irie. She ain't Irie. She's not Irie.
We got Texas, Canada, Pennsylvania, Michigan,
DC in the house.
Tennessee, Missouri. Oh, y'all are in here tonight.
Yeah, so thank you all. Thank you all so much for coming in. We got Lake Charles, Louisiana in the house on YouTube, Ohio,
Minnesota, Chicago,
Oregon,
yes,
Detroit, Barbados,
St. Louis.
Thank you all. Thank you all. We're just giving little people time to come in. Thank you all so much for coming in.
Yes.
So what's up, everybody? How y'all doing?
Yes, we've been around, y'all. We've
New
been
York.
Here. New York. It's the Empire State, y'all.
They got Gun in the house.
Like Alexander Hamilton said, you can become a new man in New York.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or a new woman.
Or a new woman one. Hey. Yeah. Have y'all ever seen Alexander Hamilton to play? It's good. Yeah.
Hamilton.
Oh, it's Hamilton. Just Hamilton, y'all. Just Hamilton. It's about Alexander Hamilton. Okay.
Ask her how many times did it take her to actually watch it before she understood what.
Before I understood what?
What it was about, the history and stuff of it, and what the story was talking about.
Twice. Yeah, it took me twice.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's up? Hey, everybody, we just came. What? No, you can go ahead.
No,
go ahead. I'm talking to her.
I wasn't about to say anything, bro.
Go ahead, baby. So what's up, everybody? What do y'all have for us? St. Lucia's in the house. Montgomery. Somalia. Thank you all for being here.
So when someone says, bro, I still got the wristband you gave me when y'all were visiting Santa Monica Pier. And well, hey. Hello, sir.
Hey, what's up now? I remember you, sir.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
The baby is on with us. YouTube can see her really good. So there she is, you guys.
Jamaica in the house.
Hey, boo-boo.
Indiana.
Hey. Say
Ethiopia.
Say Sarge and Yaya kidnapped me from my mama. My mama's trying to give me a bath, and Sarge just said, no, she's getting on live with us.
Yeah.
Yes, this is the daughters. This is Morgan's baby. Yeah, we haven't had any kids anymore.
No.
Yeah, we hadn't had any more kids. We're done.
This
We're
is,
done.
This is the one Morgan was pregnant with, and we bothered her until she was tired of us.
Yeah.
We got Kenya in the house.
Kenya, yes, yeah, she is a cutie pie.
We went from Kenya to Bessemer.
I'm kind of, biased about that. We have some Homewood, Alabama people in the house.
Yeah.
What's up?
What's up, Montgomery?
You're right down the street.
Memphis.
Memphis, Tennessee.
Guyana.
Yeah.
So look, hey, anybody in the Birmingham area, anyone in the Birmingham area that plays golf, and would love to play in a tournament this Friday, our nonprofit throws a tournament every year to raise family for veterans, first responders. Man, we'd love to have you come on out. All you have to do is go to our page, go to our website. Yes, go to our website, themissionoperationblended.org. themissionoperationblended.org, and you can sign up right there. You'll see the tournament information once you pop into it, man. We'd love to see you there.
Lynn, you and Aaliyah come right on, honey.
What's
come
up?
Right on. She said, Aaliyah and I are going to have to come and visit you. You must. Okay?
Well, we'll hold you to it. So what's up, everybody? Y'all talk to us. What y'all want to know about what's been going on? We want to know what's been going on with you all. Oh, the donation link is actually in the on the website as well.
The mission, operationblended.org.
Yes.
Also, somebody just said something really sweet. He's not gonna be home this weekend. Somebody said her brother really liked golf, but he won't be home this weekend.
Sorry, but hey, I'm gonna throw some more.
Yeah.
I apologize for the late tardiness of it.
Your relationship is so good to see. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, we fixed the Instagram page that was hacked. We fixed the Instagram page that was hacked. We were never able to get our Facebook page back.
No.
That was hacked. Unfortunately, we weren't.
It is what it is.
Yep. So.
Yeah. So, man, thank you all so much for the support. Thank you all for speaking to us when we're out. When we're out, we have no problem with people speaking to us or coming up to us. We're not those people. We love to meet people. We love to know that we make people laugh. This is just our life.
Yes. So our Instagram is blended_and_winning. Blended_and_winning.
We have friends.
Our Instagram page, Agape Forever, our Instagram page was recovered by our publicists. Yeah. So our PR people and our publicists knew someone at Instagram and was able to get our page back from us and get the person who for us. And they got the guy that took our page, they had him banned. Yep.
So how's everybody been going? Hey, kids are back in school. Thank you, Jesus.
They are.
Woo! Say, woo! Ain't that right? Woo! What's wrong?
What's the matter?
It's okay, fat.
Morgan!
Don't look at her.
Hey, when she started crying, I call her mama.
It's me. Hey.
She said, I love y'all. I ran into y'all. I know I would be on the floor laughing from Stacey's jokes, and you laugh. Thank you.
Hey, fat. My fat, y'all.
Which one of us have her spoiled swallow? Joaquin Loper. Mr. Loper. Mr. Loper got her spoiled, y'all.
Yes, I
Not me. She is so big. She got big so fast.
What? You're sleeping. Tell them. I know.
You sleepy. Say I'm sleepy. I
know.
Sheepy. Hold on 1 second, guys. Let me get her mom or one of her uncles. Okay.
Yes, she's wrapped around. Yeah, she has me wrapped around her finger. She does.
Yes.
But I'd rather do it now. So as she gets older, she gonna have to still get that discipline. It is what it is. But right now, she can have whatever she wants.
She can have whatever she like. She can have whatever
Say
she
bye-bye.
like. Say bye.
Say bye.
Bye bye. So she can have whatever she like. Yeah. Bye. There you go. I'm good.
Good. All right, what's up, everybody? Yeah, we back now. Yeah, she spoiled, y'all.
Morgan did
Yes.
an amazing job in labor and delivery. She did an amazing job.
Yeah.
I was telling Joaquin and a couple of friends of mine that good night, love y'all.
Come here.
I was telling Joaquin and a couple of friends that I think the greatest thing about being a grandma right now is watching Morgan become a mother.
Yep.
Like truly watching her parent her own child. Like, man, that within itself is a true joy. It really is, y'all. Yeah.
Hold on.
Oh,
She
she did not want one of her uncles. Hey,
Hold on.
hey. Okay, buddy. Hey, Poo-Poo. Oh.
All right.
We're gonna pray. We're gonna pray real quick with the boys. Come on, Poo-Poo.
That's it.
She didn't want you? Huh? Okay, take her on up. Y'all pray together. Pray together while y'all up there, okay? It's okay, Pooh.
Stop smiling, huh? Max, you scared her.
Max's face scared her, y'all. I'm just playing.
Who does that say TT baby? Oh, that better not be Snow. I'm sorry, baller. That baller, that she is. Oh, no, is it your baby?
What? No.
Okay.
Mm-mm. Yeah, look at Papa looking. He's like, yes. He don't like that. He don't like his baby to be going away crying.
Ain't no need for it.
Yeah. How do you feel about being a grandfather?
Oh well, you can not have said it best.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, being a grandfather. I'm gonna say this: being a grandfather allows me to see how far I've come as a parent. Because there are so many things I didn't know starting out that it's so easy to me now. But like my wife said, I have to piggyback on what she said. The greatest joy right now is truly watching Morgan be a mom. And we have hands off. Mm-hmm. If she says do it this way, that's the way we do it. We're not those parents. Look, me and my wife did a great job raising our kids. I'm not trying to go back and raise anybody else's. We don't have to redo anything. If she says give her 6 ounces, she gets 6 ounces. I'm not the grandparent, or Stacey's not the grandparent that says, well, I know what I'm doing and I don't raise that somebody keep. This is your baby.
This is her baby, honey. How you want me to do it? What you want me to do? How often do I feed her?
That's it.
Baby, my phone is on. When we have Leilani, our phone is right next to us. It's where she can call us at any time. We take pictures, we take videos so that we can send to mama so that mama know that her baby is good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nah.
But other than that,
we raised our kids.
Yeah.
Baby, we done raised ours.
Yeah.
Well, and we still raising them boys, but baby, we done raised ours. I'm
Yeah.
telling you. A lot of people say, "Yo, my biggest flex is this, my biggest flex is that." Our biggest flex is the kids that we have, y'all. The parents that we have become over the years.
Yep.
We didn't always get it right. I'm gonna tell y'all, we did not always get it right, and we still missed the mark at times.
Yep.
We still missed the mark. But baby, we ain't trying to raise no more kids.
No,
that didn't come up out of me.
I tell people quick, they say, "Oh, that's your baby." I said, "No, my baby 11. My baby is 11 years old."
Nah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now, I wouldn't mind.
It has been a minute. We practice. I mean, practice makes perfect. We just can't make any more kids. I mean, we're good, right? We practice a lot. Like, we good. We good. We don't need to have no more.
Yeah.
No, Max is the last one, and he know it.
Period.
Okay.
Yeah.
You still can't. No, I can't, Cheryl. No, I can't. No. God took care of all that, honey. He took care of that.
Yep. But man, we have been loving on life. We took a couple of trips. We've loved on each other. We've seen some people that may be on here. Where y'all at? What's up, everybody? But yeah, since we've been going for a while, any questions y'all have for us? I want to know how you all have been doing. How's your family? How's everybody keeping up with their health? Are you happy? That's a great question I want to ask. Are you happy?
Somebody said miracles still happen. You're right. Miracles do happen. And if it happens, it happens. We will welcome it with joy. Yeah.
Joy, tears and joy.
We would definitely welcome them. I'm telling you, if I had not had things taken care of in that area, we probably would have had 2 more.
Oh, most definitely.
We'd have probably had 2 more kids for sure.
I'd be so right. We have. Oh my God.
You said what?
Little girl. Oh, if I had a little girl.
Oh yeah, he had a little girl. Oh yeah.
A little girl. Oh my God.
Yep.
But anyway, hey, someone asked a question here on TikTok. What's the best advice for a new for a married to be, new marriage to be? New marriage to be. Learn how to forgive quickly. See, used to
have a whole lot of sex. Make sure your husband and you have a 401k, okay?
Yeah.
You want marriage advice? I'm giving you marriage advice.
That sound advice.
Laugh a lot, okay? Yeah. Laugh a lot.
Yeah.
Screw a lot.
Hey, find out who you truly are.
15 years later, we still getting it in on it.
I'm praying 15 more.
Okay, so
Yeah, but seriously, forgive quickly. Forgive quickly. And sex doesn't fix everything. You all have to truly learn how to build one another.
Yeah.
Y'all have to truly learn how to build one another.
Yeah, I'm telling y'all think that, people say sex is overrated and some people say you just ain't doing it right. Hey, that was ludicrous. Ludicrous. Y'all say sex is overrated. Y'all just ain't doing it right. Look, let me tell y'all something. If sex does not fix everything, it is not. People say, well, we get mad at each other, the makeup sex and da-da-da. Joaquin teases about that all the time, but you guys have to know how to communicate with each other, and then after you communicate, after you bring that clarity to the situation, yes, I mean, y'all be knocking the boots and making them noises like them cups, all night long, but at least have a conversation about what you just had,
or if the sex has to lead to the conversation. Either way it go.
Yeah, girl, they say we close our eyes so we don't want to see them happy.
You know what? I'm gonna do that.
What happened?
Somebody said change your smoke back. I know.
Thank you. Who's that? NLR. Thank you so much.
We just got back.
It has.
I was supposed to change it out the country.
I just shared that with him to let him know that we needed to change our smoke detector batteries. Yes. Yep. There you go. So, come on, you got a question? Bring your question on. We're going to try our best to answer your questions, okay? But yeah, somebody asked us, what did marriage advice for a new married couple? And we were just, somebody said breaking head boys. Hey, if it works for you, baby, yes, break them head boys.
Now, we'll say this. In all seriousness, break the head boys for real. But man, you all have to have someone to speak into your life. It don't have to be either one of your parents or either one of your uncles or something. But someone has to be able to speak into your lives and let you all know where you need to grow at, where you need to mature at, where you need to really, really grow up and have that mentor to say, hey, you need to get online for this. Because being a man and being a husband are two different things. Being a woman and being a wife, two different things. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Other than love and respect, you're not entitled to anything when it comes to marriage. It's what you
Yeah.
build as a marriage, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. That's how we rock over here. So that's what I would say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's the thing. Everybody can. If you're about to get married, whoever asked that question, understand this and hear me on this. Everybody that's been around in your circle can't go with you into this marriage. Now, you pick and choose who that is, but everybody
Mm-hmm.
can't go into this marriage with you.
Yeah. Everybody can't go into marriage with you. And I learned that the hard way. I mean, I had 2 failed marriages before. I'm sorry.
I mean,
2. 2. Okay, look. And this is the thing. People be like, how she just gonna laugh about the fact that she been divorced twice? Look, let me tell
they
y'all.
facts.
It's
They facts.
it is facts that I have been married twice, okay? And this is my 3rd husband. And some people don't like the fact that I joke around about that. Why not? Why not joke around about it? I learned so much about myself. I learned so much about being a wife from those experiences that I did not need to bring a lot of that into this marriage. So if I can't utilize that as a growth, as something to help me grow, as something to help other people grow, then you probably just don't need to listen to me.
and let me bring balance to this. People, let's be mature here. My wife is not glorifying the fact that her marriage failed.
Right.
She's not glorifying the failure of her marriage. She's glorifying the fact that she's been able to overcome it,
Mm-hmm.
find happiness, and be able to talk about your past.
Now, Pastor just put that to y'all just the way I needed him to put that to y'all. See, let me tell y'all,
I hate you. You know that.
Pastor be breaking it down to
I
where
hate you.
everybody can understand it. No, I don't glorify divorce. I don't believe in divorce, but I know and I knew in both of those marriages, I had a lot of growing to do. However, I couldn't grow with those people.
Yeah.
I couldn't grow with those individuals.
And let me say this:
Okay.
from my mouth, from my wife's mouth to my lips, like she said, she knew she was not supposed to be married prior to me. She knew she was. There are some people on this live right now that know you were not supposed to probably marry certain people. You knew it. You felt it in. But sometimes we feel as you know what, it'll work. I can make it work.
Yeah.
And truth be told, sometimes it is what it is.
Yeah. And the third time has been a charm.
Yep.
Joaquin and I have been together 18 years. We're about to celebrate our 15th year of marriage.
Yep.
And go ahead.
There was a point when we first got married. Guess what? I was ready to let it go.
Yeah.
Believe me, because man, I'm telling you, marriage is either you're both all in, or it's not gonna work.
Or it's not gonna work. Yeah.
It ain't about what your mama do. It ain't about what her mama or her daddy do. And one thing I'll tell some of my close friends that are female that are good friends with my wife as well. Women, stop. If you had a great father, stop comparing your husband to your father. If you had a no good father, stop comparing your husband to your father.
Your no good father. It's not fair. It's just not fair.
And this is the thing. That man that you marry, and I'm speaking to the women, men peep in from peripheral because I'm talking to you indirectly. But that man that you marry, he's only going to be as good and as efficient as a husband as you build him to be.
Yes.
That's just being real.
Hence, the young lady, if you're still on here, that talked about how do I get him to court me? Tell him.
Teach him.
Teach him how to court you.
Yeah.
Teach him how to be exactly what you need him to be. Putting God first. Truly courting you. Truly being what you need him to be from a godly perspective. Okay? So that's how you do that, honey. You better say what you mean and mean what you say. No, go ahead. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Joaquin and I have an amazing bond with each other. But
we are. Yes, we are.
Yes, what we are.
We go die laughing.
Yeah. Oh, we definitely gonna go out laughing. Like we we definitely going out laughing. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm telling y'all, Joaquin and I have a beautiful relationship. We have a beautiful relationship because we talk. Like we talk a lot.
Uncomfortable conversation.
Like uncomfortable conversations. Like, man, I be oversharing like a mug.
Hold on a second.
Yep. Yeah, go ahead, baby. Do this. Do that.
You got,
Yeah, I got it.
you got it.
Yeah, I got it.
So she didn't want me to scream. Them boys up there supposed to be in bed. They just up
Hey,
there playing.
guys.
Beat them
Boy, guys.
in love. Beat them in love.
Hey, did you clean out your...
But anyway, yeah. So man, a healthy marriage. Let me tell y'all, a healthy marriage has uncomfortable moments. I'm gonna review it. Some people have the idea that marriage is gonna be fluff. Man, you have to have some uncomfortable moments, knowing about their past, living with their past, dealing with their past, helping them through their past.
Man, do people really do? They still believe that marriage is fluff?
What? Have you seen some of the videos?
Define fluff. Define fluff.
Rose petals. I'm gonna
Break it down a little bit
gonna get my way all the time.
Oh no.
He's gonna be the perfect gentleman. He's gonna be the perfect husband. She's gonna be the perfect wife. All that changes. There's so many stages. Yeah. There's so many stages to marriage, just like there's so many stages to love.
But you know what? I believe that has changed though. That's why I asked that. Yes, we are. We are counselors.
Yeah.
So
well, I would say it's changed because people don't really, in my opinion, people don't really cherish and their goals aren't to be married a lot anymore.
Yeah, a lot of goals aren't to be married. A lot of people don't see marriage as a fluff or as, rainbows and unicorns and all of that anymore. The reason they don't, though, is because of how the media has represented marriage.
The media? There are no more big mamas and big mama and granddaddy married for 59, 60 years?
Yeah. Yeah, there are, you're not seeing marriage represented in a light that represents joy, happiness, peace, love, respect. You don't see that in the media anymore. It's all about ratings. It's all about, can I get this couple to fight on TV, or can I get this man to step out on his wife, or can I get this man's eyes to roam all the time? It's like, really. So I think that's the reason why a lot of people don't look at marriage as fluff. People oftentimes comment on our post and tell us that we give them hope. Like if they're single, we give them hope that they could one day have a marriage as fun as ours, as successful as ours, as healthy as ours.
And it takes work. We did not start here, people.
Man, and we put in the work every single day. Yes. Every day.
I didn't like her last week, y'all.
You didn't?
No.
What'd I do?
I ain't no telling. I forgot.
You didn't tell me that you didn't like me last week.
Because it wasn't that big of a deal.
Okay, if you say so.
And that's a great example. Sometimes you just have to know who you're married to. I didn't take any offense by it, because sometimes my wife is just being my wife. She's being herself. But one thing I do know, if I bring it to her attention, she fixes it.
Okay, there are some questions on YouTube.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so Joaquin is going to swing over to the side. There we go.
Bam.
Oh. He had some questions on... Yeah, he loved me last week, but he didn't like me last week either. So,
no. It doesn't change my love for her.
Yeah.
No, it don't change. Just because I ain't liking her for the moment don't mean I don't love her.
Right. No. That's true. That's true.
Yeah, my wife ain't perfect, and she doesn't do anything intentionally to hurt me. So, Miss Currington. Miss Currington said, is it possible to marry someone...
Hold on.
I'm sorry.
Okay, there you go. There you go.
Is it possible to marry someone and know they aren't who you're supposed to be with, but because you married, you stick with it in hopes to grow to love them?
Is it possible? Yeah. I did it twice.
Anything, please.
I mean, let's be real.
Miss Currington, I'm trying to be serious.
I'm being serious
did try twice.
She said, "Is it
Now,
possible?
it
It's
is possible.
I did it twice. I did it twice.
Almost 3.
I knew it wasn't, but I knew I was supposed to be with you.
You didn't act like it.
I didn't act like it at first. I still had some growing up to do. Okay.
So be grown before you get married. Now, I will say this, all seriousness. It is possible.
Woo!
It is possible, you all. And I'm gonna say this: there are many marriages, there are many cultures that still have arranged marriages, and they go on to have some very successful marriages. Marriage can be between any 2 people if they work together to be married and be happy.
Right.
But this is what I will tell you all. This is some more advice for you all that are married or looking to get married again or not married yet. My wife does not make me happy, y'all. I'm just be real with y'all.
Baby, I add to the happiness that
Thank
he
you.
already got
Thank
in him,
you.
baby.
Thank
Hey,
you.
baby, I am the whipped cream,
Don't do that.
the toppings,
Don't do
I'm
that.
the Oreos.
See, she just go too far.
All of it, okay?
She go too far. She just go too far.
I mean, he already happy, he good. But baby, with me, you better know it. Woo! I'm the sugar, the spice, and everything nice.
I hate you. I swear to God.
You better let them know.
She's
Go ahead,
right,
baby.
though. She's right. I don't make my wife happy, and she doesn't make me happy. We add to one another.
That's right.
Seriously, if you can't wake up happy with who you are and happy with where you're going, even if you're not where you want to be right now, we're not where we want to be right now as individuals. In our quest to be entrepreneurs, to where we want to be in the category of finances that we want to be. But we're happy with who God has made us to be and God has driven us to be. And therefore, I have allowed my wife to be the person that forces me and pushes me to be happier.
Okay.
So if you can't be happy and you have issues that are outside of your marriage, don't expect your husband or your wife to be the ones to break that whatever you're dealing with and make you happy.
Yeah.
Somebody said that's a big word. Thank you. Thank you, girl.
Which word you use? I
don't
didn't
know.
hear it. Oh man. But hey, everything that you said. She gives the big.
Hey,
I'm learning.
sure is.
I'm still learning.
Sure is. I'm still thanking people for giving them techniques. Shoot.
Okay, so real quick, we have a couple of questions on YouTube that we definitely want to get to.
Thank you, Shell.
So Miss Currington says, so you're saying, Joaquin, that a man should be happy first and look for a woman to add to him and vice versa. Yes. Yes.
To a certain.
That's what he's saying. Miss Currington, and also I want us to go back to that first question. Is it possible, but you stay together and you try to stick with it in hopes to grow to love them? Sometimes that creates a very unhealthy marriage, an unhealthy relationship, hoping that you will grow to love each other. Yeah. Do you know what that looks like? Do you know what that feels like? Do you know what you want in that? If you marry someone and it's like, oh man, like this ain't it.
Because I'm gonna tell you what we did and what we do as a profession. You have to revisit your childhood, your past, and understand and try to figure out where the unhappiness comes from. Yeah. And that's some of the most difficult. Grief counseling was one of the best things that I ever did for my marriage and for me.
Yeah.
Dealing with past grief that you think you have a hold of, and as a man, we swear I'm much of bravado. I got this. Okay. Yeah. There's a hurt person or a hurt little boy in every man that needs to be spoken life into, in my opinion.
Yeah. And I thank God that I got grief recovery as well. I'm telling you, y'all, that helped heal me from so much of my past that was keeping me held hostage because I didn't feel like I was supposed to have a successful marriage, but I always saw myself as a wonderful wife. Yeah. I'm a wonderful wife, aren't I?
You're an amazing wife.
Thank you. You're so sweet. Yes. So I've always... So I knew that I wanted to to make this man a, I mean, I wanted to truly be everything that he desired me to be. But I had to make some changes, y'all. I had to heal from some shit that I just, man, I'm telling
And
you,
so
I
did
was
I.
a mess.
And so was I.
I
Yeah.
was a mess. And I had to be honest with myself about that though,
Yeah.
y'all. I was selfish. Like I had to identify those things that I was in order to change what that looked
Yeah.
like in my life. And until I'm able to do that, then
And I was telling her what she was too.
and he was telling me what I was, and I was turning around telling him what he was. He was willing to change. Me, I was a little, hesitant to change, thinking I'm gonna miss out on something. Man, let me tell y'all something.
Well, and let me say this,
Cool.
remember where you are. My wife was hesitant to change because of past failures. See, when you have past failures and you haven't gotten over those past failures, man, those failures will hold you in a position of thinking you can't do something because of your past and the people that you are around. And you got, I just heard someone say this a few weeks ago is, but if you don't change the people that are in your environment will become, you will become your environment. And that's facts. I don't care if it's family, 20-year-old friends, or whatever the case may be. The people you have in your environment every day, your environment will change you. And it will suck you right in if you don't truly know who you are.
And Miss Lip, no, Miss IJ on YouTube, she said something like, "I want to find someone that's willing to go through the bad with me, and not just the good and the fun times."
And this is what I would tell you. This is what I'll say to anybody that agrees with what she says. I want to. She said, "I want to go. I want to find someone who's willing to go through the bad times with me." You gotta be real with who you are.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying you don't. I'm not saying you not, ma'am. I'm not saying you are.
Yeah.
But you gotta be real with who you are. You have
Yeah.
to be able to come in and my wife would tell you, I didn't mind telling you who I was. 18 years ago, when my wife met me, I did not mind telling you who I was. I'm a hoe. Yes, I was a hoe. Whore mother.
He's a hoe. He know he's a hoe.
I swear. Go. Just go.
Oh, y'all, let me tell y'all, we would be walking through town, okay? We would be walking through town, and some chick would be looking at him or something like that, and I'd be like, "You know her?" And he was like, "Yeah, I know her." I was like, "Do you know her?" Yeah,
Yeah, I know.
I know her. Y'all, let me tell you, I planned a surprise birthday party for this ninja. Okay, ended up being a close associate of one of the young ladies that.
We go tip tap that.
I mean, I invited her to the surprise party and everything. When he walked in the door, he was like, "How you get here?" He said, "What he said, girl, what you doing here?" She said, "Stacey invited me." He looked over there at me like, "You know her?" No.
It's a small world after all.
You got some explaining to do. I'm telling you, like, oh my God, man. Yeah.
It was like that.
That shit really. Yeah. So it's like, woo, yay.
But let me tell y'all this with that surprise birthday party. Let me tell you the first time I ever knew she went through my phone, y'all. Let me tell you the first time. Can I tell this story?
Tell it, baby. I don't care what you tell.
Hey, so it's 2 days after the surprise birthday party. I get a phone call from an ex.
Mm-hmm.
An ex.
Uh-huh.
An ex now.
An ex. Okay. An ex. We get it. An ex.
Once you're an ex with me, you're an ex. But the ex tells me, she said, "Hey, how you doing?" I said, "Hey, what prompts this call?" She said, "I just wanted to call and see how was your surprise birthday party." I said, "Oh man, it was good."
Oh yeah.
How you know about my surprise birthday party?
So
me and invited me. I said, oh, she did. She said, yeah. And then
Keyword.
hold on.
Your friend.
No. Let me tell the story, Stacey. So all of a sudden she says, this is what she says now. She says, yeah, your friend Stacey called and invited me. She said, she asked me, she's like, well, come on down. You know, you're invited. You know where he stayed, right?
Yeah.
Oh, she's smooth.
I'm smooth with that shit.
Smooth with it, y'all.
You know where he live?
Emma said, no, I don't know where he live. I said, hey, let me call you back. Went straight to her job. Hey, we need to talk.
You darn right.
Hey, and she comes outside. She said, what's going on? I said, so I just got a call from, an ex of mine named such and such saying that she was invited to the party. She just started smiling. Well, I just want to make sure everybody was there to celebrate you. I'm going to celebrate you. Keep on just smooth. Men, we can't mess with these women. We can't mess with these women, man.
I just want to see if she was going to show up. I want to see how she look. Because I told him, when we started, really seeing each other, I told him, what did I tell you? I don't care about them other ones. I ain't care. Because what? I'm going to be the MVP. Do what you do. Somebody said 10 kids later.
That's what she told me. I'm going to be the MVP.
I'm going to be the MVP.
Fooled me, y'all. She was the MVP. She almost got traded.
In second season.
Yeah, she became the MVP. I was almost top heavy with that contract. I almost traded her off.
I almost got traded in season 2.
That contract almost fell through, y'all.
Y'all, I had to go back through some more training to get back on his team.
Yeah, but I was sending her to Portland. She was going to go to Portland or, something.
Yeah.
I almost traded her behind y'all.
Oh, y'all. I'm telling y'all.
That contract almost expired.
True.
But now, she got a lifelong contract.
I got a lifelong. Breach her contract.
Yeah, she got a lifelong contract.
Hey, it's up. You out of the game for a little while. You gonna ride that bitch. I'm gonna see how much of a team player you are.
Yeah, you got benched.
Yeah, I got benched. But there were no other members of that team, though.
No. See,
we had to work on us in the inside.
See, while she was benched, that gave me an opportunity to see how good of a coach I was.
Yeah.
No, they gave me a chance to see how good of an owner I was.
Yeah.
Because I needed help. I had to hire a new coaching staff. So we had to get mentors and counselors and.
So Trish, here's the thing. We were not dating at the time all of this was going on. We didn't start dating until probably a year and a half after we met. And these were the times when, we were getting to know each other. We were just friends. Yes. We were dating. He was, he had his friends. I had my friends. But once all of that,
she been looking good right now.
So all right, she gonna grab that chair.
I was letting friends go.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
Anyway, we ain't gonna go there.
So Queen Ness, you probably would believe how many couples we have that ask that same question. How do I get my husband to communicate without becoming defensive?
To me becoming defensive?
The man. She was asking how do I communicate with my husband without him becoming defensive? And we've been married 15 years. Yeah. Which one? What am I doing?
Let's see.
Oh, okay.
Please. Thank you.
Okay, yeah, my pleasure. All right, so I am all the way on the edge here.
Come on.
Okay, I'm good.
There you go.
Okay, go ahead.
But Queen, thank you for the question. And I will say this. If you have a husband, any other husbands on here, or any future husbands on here, listen to this. When I was in the world, one of my ways to really pull women is to get them to talking. To get them to talk in a way that they don't have to be able to talk. They're not able to talk in the relationship or so far. If your wife is trying to talk to you,
Don't be shunning her off to us, man. I don't want to talk about all this. So she gonna find somebody to talk to. My wife can talk to me about anything, and she has my undivided attention because I need her to have my attention, not anybody else's. I'm gonna say this, and I say it proudly. Sometimes I'm a Cowboys fan. Say what you want to say. All the haters finna start. I know. When I first got married, if the Cowboys was playing, because this is what I grew up seeing, don't talk to me. The Cowboys playing it. Man, the Cowboys ain't paying my bills. Jerry Jones ain't paying my salary. He ain't paying my bills. If my wife wants to talk, I turn the TV off. Because the most important thing about that scenario is my marriage. I can see the most important thing about that game later on ESPN, the final score. And most people will say, that's the kind of husband I want. That's the kind of thing I want. But my wife worked on getting me there. This wasn't just something I just thought about and said, boom, I'm going to do it. No, my wife, she ushered me into understanding what she needed. Patience, turning the TV off sometime. But one thing as a man, is there's something inside of you when you see your wife down or you see her crying and it's because of you and a stupid game or going hunting or fishing or out with the friends and she, nah. No, this is the thing. Any marriage can be salvaged and any marriage can be great.
Yeah.
It depends on how hard you're willing to work at it. And that's the thing. It depends on how hard you're willing to work at it as an individual. Because until you be able to work toward your marriage as an individual, it's going to be hard for y'all to come together.
To work collectively. Hence, Rod Nelson says, how can you fix a marriage? Man, let me tell y'all, for those of you who are on here, how you fix a marriage and how you communicate in a marriage, how you get your spouse to hear your heart is, man, y'all have got to be real with what the problem is. You got to identify the problem. You got to identify the problem.
If you a mama's boy and your wife calls you a mama boy, okay, it may sting a little, but ask yourself, is it real?
Yep.
If you a selfish woman and your husband tells you a selfish woman, it may sting a little, but ask yourself, is it real? Yep. And those are real conversations we've had. Yep. Now, I'm not a mama's boy by no means.
and I want to go to another area where a lot of marriages would.
I'm not a mama's boy.
No, you're not a mama's boy.
I just want to make sure they knew that.
No. He is not a mama's boy. At all. No.
I love my mama now.
No, I love his mama, but he is not a mama's boy. Yeah. But I want to break down, like, if the problem in the marriage are the kids, especially in a blended family, you both have got to be real with why the kids are a problem. And because we are a blended family, most people would be like, well, those are your kids, Stacey. You know, Megan and Morgan were there before Joaquin was, and you know, this man comes into your life. How is it that he takes precedence over them or anything? I don't love my kids any less. But there is an order. There is an order to how my house will be run from this moment forward when I decide that. And it's extremely difficult for a parent to truly accept that. And that's why we help a lot of blended families. Now, we help all marriages. Now, we help all families. But that blended family, and that's why we are called Blended and Winning.
Yes.
It's because it took us years. It took us about 10 years. Megan was 6 when you came into her life.
To really iron all the wrinkles out.
To really iron all the wrinkles out. It took us about 10 years. 10 years. Can you imagine walking through your marriage with the speed bump always being the kids? Mm-hmm. But you're not getting anywhere. Those speed bumps aren't going anywhere because somebody's not listening. Mm-hmm. Because somebody's not getting it. Because somebody is not hearing their spouse's heart. And understanding the order as well. Yeah. And understanding that they don't have to feel guilty, that the way that God's order is for the house, God never intended for us to be a blended family, but that's our reality. Yeah. Now, how do we make it work under the word of God? How do we do that? And you have to understand that there are going to be some sacrifices that have to be made. And when you are trying to communicate with your spouse about whatever it might not be the kids, it might be your career, it might be something totally different. It might be the way you dress, and your husband don't want you to dress like that because you're his. Y'all better hear that
Yes.
man's heart,
Yeah.
hear that woman's heart when they are coming to you, talking to you about what they need, what they want to see, how they want to feel, what they want it to sound like, because they're teaching you
Yeah.
how to love them. They're teaching you how to treat them.
Yeah.
And if you don't get it, and if you are allowing your trauma from your childhood or PTSD from a past relationship or
PTSD from friends
or any
associates.
of that, if you're allowing that to come in and really cloud your judgment on that relationship and on healing and changing, then you gotta put in some self work
Yeah.
before your marriage will ever work.
Yep. You have to. Because this is what, when people get married, my wife hit on something. When people get married, especially women, one of the things that women say is, my husband don't want me to dress a certain way. He's trying to change me. He is. He is. He's trying to make you look like his wife, not the woman he met before he made you his wife. Because one thing women don't understand is we as men, we understand other men. And if you dress a certain way, you can dress like one of the Muslim from the sheiks that only show their eyes. We can have an idea what you have on about that. Yeah. So just imagine if you had your cleavage out and short mini skirts up to here.
Mm-hmm.
I always tell my wife, dress respectfully and don't put me in a position where I have to defend you against something that could have been avoided.
Yeah.
That's it. She's a beautiful woman, period. You don't need to enhance that by enticing men to even think that they have a chance because of the way you dress.
Yeah.
Just respect. Not only respect yourself, respect the marriage. And even if your husband is insecure, respect that. Respect his insecurities.
Mm-hmm.
Vice versa, man.
Yeah, we have been together in total 18 years. We've been married 15. 18 years, y'all. 18 years. We've been together almost half of Joaquin life.
Facts. Facts, she says. She tells no lies right now.
Oh my God, that's bad.
Facts. Facts.
Yeah, we've been together almost half my baby's life, y'all.
I told y'all, this ain't no cougar, she my mountain lion. This is my mountain lion, y'all. Wow.
Yeah, Rod, I will say this. If you are really, really, really in that state of mind to where I don't feel like we've done everything that we could to save our marriage. Have you guys started marriage counseling yet? Have you started, counseling, personal coaching, any grief recovery? What are you doing to be better, and what are you doing to show her that you want this? Because a lot of our couples, one or the other, the husband or the wife, sometimes start first before the spouse comes in, simply because they want to show that this is what I want. This is what I want us to do. It's funny because our marriage conference, our marriage retreat is coming up October the 5th through the 8th in Phoenix, Arizona.
Yes.
And you still have time to sign on for
Yes.
that. Get your spouse
Yeah.
there. Allow us to help you in the moment,
Yeah.
and you'll be surrounded by couples who aren't afraid to share with you what they've been through, and even to share with you how Joaquin and I have helped them, even from a distance. Some of the couples that come to the retreats, we've never met, never counseled
Physically.
them, we've never gone to therapy with them or anything. They just come to get the help, and then they become our clients. So anyone can come on board to the marriage retreat. And it's again October the 5th through October the 8th.
Yeah.
And you can go onto our website, blendedandwinning.com, to find out more about that. I mean, you are in an environment to where you are away from anything and everything you know, because you're on site at the resort the entire time.
The entire time.
And
you have one-on-one sessions with us.
Yes, we have breakout sessions. We have group sessions together where we teach, where we talk, where we go in depth into some of the issues that we've overcome, that we've been through, and even the fact that y'all we still have heated fellowship.
Yes.
We still have heated fellowship,
Yes.
but we know how to talk through it without internalizing that my baby is feeling a certain way right now. I need to hear him, because here's the thing. There are times when I'm not the reason he's feeling that way.
Yeah. He
could have just had a hard week.
Yeah.
So why am I taking defense to something that my husband is just coming and saying, baby, this is how I'm feeling?
Yeah. And this is my thing. I heard someone say this, and I love the saying, and I'll never stop using it. So many times, and I'm not picking on women. I'm just talking about the marriage in general, especially for men, because we don't have a lot of safe spaces to go talk and open up. The saying was that a lot of times women are attracted to Superman. Have Clark Kent's all around them now, but they want Superman. But as soon as they get Superman, they want him to morph and change into Clark Kent. And that is so the opposite of really what you should be looking for. Mm-hmm. I could not be her Superman until she saw the Clark Kent in me.
Come on! I need to see Clark Kent. Well, damn. I mean, that was good.
And that's real talk.
Oh my God.
That's real talk. And this is the mistake I made as well. A lot of men try to come off as Superman. Stop trying to be Superman. Just be you.
Baby, just be you.
Because if you be you, she'll see way more in you, and you can become Superman. So that's pretty good. I ain't never heard it like that.
Well, you know, God always dropping it on you, Pastor. I mean, hey, you got that's what he do. That's what you were born for, boy. You better
I don't like this girl.
You better get it.
I don't like this girl.
Yes.
Well, y'all, and it's okay, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. There are way more Clark Kents than there are Supermans. Because there are so many times that the man never gets to evolve into Superman because he's cut down. Because he's cut off at his knees. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
If you can't, as a man, if you can't go to your wife and emotionally speak to her, and she's listening to you and speaking to you, it may not be you, bro.
Mm-hmm. And women, I'm telling y'all, like, man,
so
I want to have a monthly class where I do nothing but teach my women. I don't care what color you are, black, white, Asian, Hispanic, it don't matter. Teach y'all how to be the woman that man desires over and over and over
and
again.
let me say this. My wife is not saying that cockily.
I'm not.
She is not saying that arrogantly. She's not saying that as if she's the end of all end.
I'm not.
No, she's made enough mistakes through 3 of them.
Baby, I have made enough mistakes for all y'all on here, okay?
To see that sometimes women have be so defensive and so strong. I'm just a strong woman. Why you gotta be strong?
Let me tell y'all something. I learned in this marriage how to be vulnerable, how to let this man be my man. How to just allow him. And here's the thing. Most of the time, women, what we do is we cut our men off at the knees, that he never gets an opportunity to even show us everything that he can bring to the table. Because you too busy trying to be this, that, and other, when, girl, sit down and let that man do his thing. Baby, I sit back, I fold my arms, and I be like, do your thing, boy.
She sit back too much now. I think you sit back too much now. I know you need to get up now.
No, he's learning how my feminine energy needed to come over for him, how to be vulnerable with him, how to love on this man, how to be what he needed to be. Man, I'm gonna tell you, I grew to that. I have grown to that. And if I could just teach y'all that, and y'all take that and implement that into y'all life, into y'all marriage, into y'all relationships, oh my God. It's fireworks without even the sex.
Yeah.
It is, I mean, it's ice cream and cake and hot dogs and french fries and cream corn. It's all of that. Oh my God. It really is. When you realize that, man, all I need to do is just sit back and
let him be the man.
just let him be the man.
And this is the thing.
Shoot,
Even if he fails sometime.
Yes.
Even if he fails sometime, we're gonna fail. But what do you do as a woman when that man fails? Do you belittle him? Or do you help lick his wounds and say, look, you get it next time. Here's my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is the thing, as a man, I'm speaking, what's up, men? I'm here for you all. Now, I'm here for the marriage. I'm here for marriages. But men, I want to say this. We need to be more vulnerable so our women can speak into us. And we need to be a little bit more transparent so they know how to speak into us. Because I'm going to be honest with you. Compared to 18 years ago or 15 years ago when we got married, my wife tell you, I was so rigid. Now, if she wake up and don't even hug me, I'm like, you ain't hugging me this morning? What's going on? Yeah. And I know I ain't did nothing. What, you got a problem? You ain't hugging me? Yeah. I need that touch from her. I need to know that no matter what's going on, I can come to her and be vulnerable.
Yeah. So that's a good question. How long did it take me to become more feminine and allow you to be the man?
Oh, she just started this year.
Get out. Get out. T.E. he lying. T.E. is lying.
No, I will say this. My wife started really showing her femininity and her feminine side. I would say about 5 years into the marriage.
Really? That soon into the marriage? I think it was a little bit longer.
No, I would say this. Really? This is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Because when we renewed our vows in 5 years, we really started another transition of trying to make our marriage be what we desired for it to be. And now, I can say now, looking back, I saw my wife trying to be something that she had never seen before, or some things that she had never experienced and did before, even in her uncomfortable state. So that's why I say even when people fail, you have to see them and acknowledge them.
Acknowledge what they have put forth already, as opposed to they've been working and you've been seeing some changes in them, but the moment they fall short or the moment they miss the mark, you go all the way back to where they used to be. Yeah. And that's just not fair. So I get it. Yeah. So, because I probably would have given myself over the last 7 years.
Now, of course, but this is the thing. Anybody can see that. Anybody that knows you could see that within the past
7 years. Okay. But
I'm talking about
when you started seeing it. Got it. No, love that.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Gotcha.
I love that.
Yeah. One of my biggest regrets is not being able to tell her then, because of my pain, because of my grief, and because of my hurt. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So you have to be able to be real with it. And if you've been married for 5-10 years or whatever, and your spouse says that you were a horrible spouse for the first 5 years of the marriage, take it. Because this is the thing. If you've been married 10 years and they say you were a horrible spouse for the first 5 years, that means you had 5 good years. So you're batting 50-50. And you're only getting better. But most people take offense and get defensive when people say things that or sound negative. But they're the truth. just be real with yourself. And always, man, always put God first. My wife and I pray every night before we go to bed, despite what we're feeling.
Look, like y'all, some people will be like, "Oh my God, you just do too much." No, we pray to desire each other. Like we
Yeah.
pray for a specific
Sure.
desire
Yeah.
for each other. We pray for I pray for him to touch me a certain way. I
Mm-hmm.
pray for my husband to, you know, and I know he doesn't read my mind, but Joaquin can sometimes look at me and tell something is wrong. And sometimes he's like right on the mark with what it is that's wrong because he pays attention to what's going on around me.
Yeah.
He pays attention to what I'm doing. He pays attention to where I am from a work perspective, in my relationship with my friends and
Yeah.
things of that nature. So he understands and he pays attention to me. Now, do we get in that space where a lot of couples, we hear from a lot of couples now where, oh Lord, my husband stay on that phone. My husband always on, or he's on the phone with his buddies, or he's on the phone playing a game, or he's doing this. We hear that. We hear that a lot. Okay. And in counseling with both the husband and the wife, we can bring a different perspective to that
Yeah.
so that the husband or the wife can hear their spouse's heart.
Yeah.
But if we're just talking to one person, it's kind of difficult to help the husband understand or the wife understand that there's a certain time that you both need to establish that are set up as me time.
Yeah.
Like it's our time together.
Yeah. The one thing about us, whenever we're having dinner or lunch or something together, ain't no phones out.
Mm-mm.
No, ain't no phones out. It kills me when I see couples out to eat. They're out to eat at a nice restaurant or any restaurant, and they just sit there on their phones until the food comes. Then they're eating, they go back on their phones, and they say, "Man, food, lunch was boring." Yeah, cause y'all was on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
This is no lie. We've been married 15 years, and for the probably past 8 to 10 years,
Mm-hmm.
we go out to eat as a date night. My wife doesn't even bring her phone with her, and people know it. We have certain nights that we go on dates or try to. She don't take a phone with her. If it's an emergency, they know to call me.
Yep.
Period.
Yep.
What are y'all establishing in your life and in your marriage? What are your non-negotiables when it comes to your relationship or your marriage and your life that nobody can break?
Yeah. Did you tell them about date night? You just told them about date night, right?
Yeah, date
like
night.
how I leave my phone in the car. Yeah. I don't. No.
Yeah. Now this is the thing, and this is most people get offended. Now if your husband or your wife is on their phone because of their job, give them some grace. However, grace should not be at lunch or dinner. Sometimes people have to tell the phone, look, I'm going to have lunch with my wife and my husband for the next 30, 45 minutes. I'll call you back later.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's why they have voicemails.
And I will tell y'all this though. Thank you so much, David,
Yeah.
for navigating
Yes,
on both
thank you, David.
YouTube and TikTok. We appreciate that. Thank you so much. I will tell you guys this: marriage can work and be even happier after infidelity.
Mark Parks. Mark Parks. You're not from Memphis, are you? Just check.
You know Mark.
Mark Parks. Yeah, he used to work at McKesson in Justin.
Oh, okay.
He came to the hospital. when
He's
we
a
had
collision
landed.
guy, baby.
Yeah.
He's a collision guy. Yes, I have to. I don't know why I feel the need to tell you guys that tonight, but marriage can be successful. It can be happy after infidelity. The both of you have to want it,
Yeah.
and the both of you have to make some drastic changes.
Yay, that's Mark. What's up, Mark?
Yep.
Good to see you, man. Mark Park. That's my guy, man. I started working in McKesson Pharmaceuticals with him back in 2006. Memphis, Tennessee. Yeah. Good guy right there.
Yes, Eva Lynn. Yeah, Eva Lynn. Yes. So the reason we know so well that marriage can be healthy, successful, and happy after infidelity is because that's what Joaquin and I experienced at the beginning of our
Yes.
marriage. Yeah. And look at us now, 15 years later. Yeah. So you can reestablish trust in the marriage um after infidelity. It was funny. We were at the airport going through customs, where coming back from Atlanta when we had to go back up, and the security guard
Yes.
said.
Yes.
So we were going through customs, and the guy was checking our
Passport.
passports and everything. And I am very, very big on respect. I am very big on um,
Honor.
honoring my husband. My husband is first in everything that we do. I'm extremely big on that, and I truly, truly commend myself for that, because I that was not me years ago. Like, I had to run everything. I had to be the one making all the decisions, making all the money, doing all. I was that person. I was that woman. And that's why I say I wish I could have a class monthly to teach women how to overcome that, because I was that. Okay.
And
But
we
and
bumped heads
and
because I was
yeah,
those.
and he just wasn't that kind of man that, us. But anyway, um we were at customs, and I was allowing Joaquin to leave, and Joaquin, the security guard, was like, he was trying to be a man to let you go first, and I was, I stood there, and I just told Joaquin, please just go ahead. And he was like, man, he says, big props.
Yeah.
He says, your wife respects the hell out of you.
Yeah.
I mean, just, and
Little things.
it's little things, y'all,
But
like
so big.
that. But and it's so big, and it speaks volumes to other people.
Yeah.
It speaks volumes when they see a woman with her husband that way. When she allows him to lead, when she allows him to be the man that he is for her and for their marriage or their relationship.
And it doesn't take anything away from the woman.
It doesn't take
Because
anything away from me.
this is what I will say.
I'm still crazy as hell. I mean,
Now I'll tell you what. Now it'd be totally different if someone's trying to break into your house, break through your front door, and the man said, "Girl, go on, go on, go on, go on, go on, do what you gotta do." That's different. Most women, no. Majority, all 99% of women are going to expect for their husband to be the protector. So let him do what he do. But at the same time, it doesn't diminish who you are and what role you play.
yeah.
That meant once again, Clark Kent can become Superman if you just be who you need to be.
Yep.
The only real true strong Supermans you see in a marriage are ones that are built up by his wife.
Mm-hmm.
She's not his kryptonite. Only at the right time.
Yes. I got 2 questions on here that I want
Oh, I thought you were talking about the kryptonite.
Pastor to speak to. Okay. Come on, Pastor. Tap into the Holy Spirit.
I hate you, man.
Okay.
Whatever.
All right. All jokes aside, I play too much. I'm gonna let y'all know I do play too much. Okay? Dominique T.
Ooh.
745. Dominique T. All right.
Dominique T.
DT 745. I'll give you a damn name.
So cussing.
I'm sorry. I'll give you a name. Sorry, Pastor. I gotta make sure I respect the pastor.
I hate you, man.
Okay.
The lit lady Loper.
What do you do if your spouse keeps bringing up your past? I mean, let me tell y'all something, okay? We have been through it all, okay? That's why he laughing. That's why Pastor over here laughing. But Pastor said, been there, Dominique, done that, wrote the book for it and all, okay? What do you do?
You keep acknowledging it.
Keep acknowledging what?
The past, the question. I understand where it's coming from.
Mm-hmm.
However, are you getting beyond it? why is the question? What actually you need to figure out why the question keeps coming up, or um, have settled with it. In my past, I'm settled with it.
Are
But
you settled with my past?
I'm settled
So
with your past.
speak from that place.
Okay, I'm settled with her past, but when I think about it, I'm not going to hold it in. I'd rather get it out to tell her how I'm feeling, so she knows where I am. If I'm bringing it from that perspective, then we're good. But if I'm throwing it up in her face as if she's still that person, that's where the turmoil comes in at. That's where if I still looked at my wife as that person that she was when I went through it
Mm-hmm.
12, 13 years ago,
Right.
now we have a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Now what are we really doing?
Yeah.
But because of our profession, we run into issues that are very similar to ours at times, and they're just like little reminders. And I'll say things to her, but I also enter the conversation with letting her know, hey, look, we're good. Just want to let you know how I'm feeling right now, and these are the thoughts that pop in my head.
Mm-hmm.
So she understands that it's not an attack on her. He's just having some thoughts.
Yeah.
Because this is the thing. If someone's bringing up your past, and that past that they're bringing up was a direct result of some of their trauma or some of their pain, you can't tell somebody how to get over their pain or how long it should take to get over their pain, or if it still affects them in a certain way.
Yeah.
The biggest thing that my wife has done and I have done in our marriage is when things are brought up about one another, we accept it. We acknowledge it. Yes, that was my fault.
Yeah. And then, don't is your spouse coming off accusatory?
Yes.
Is it, why is it coming up? Why is the past consistently coming up? I tell people we're 13, 14 years removed from our situation now, and well, we're 13 years removed from our situation, and we still have conversations about it. I tell people
Sure.
all the time, grief is something that you will always experience.
Always yes.
Okay. You just learn how to handle the emotions better. You learn how to handle the things that are tied to that could be toxic, that could be unhealthy. You learn how to handle those. And when you're triggered because you see something or you hear something or some tendencies or some patterns, present themselves again, then that's when you might have to have that conversation. So that's where we tend to teach couples, like, you're going to be triggered.
Mm-hmm.
There are going to be some words. There are even songs that if we're listening to some old 90s R&B music, neo soul, and a song come on, Joaquin to tell me,
Sure.
change that. Turn that song. Oh, no problem.
Yep.
Got it.
In the past, years ago, we were in the midst of battling with our marriage. Movies, scenes in movies.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, little stuff like
Mm-hmm.
You better be ready. See, people want to get married.
So
okay.
we've been through all of
Yeah.
that, and as he's the victim, I'm the perpetrator. So as the perpetrator,
Yeah, I'm the victim.
bought this.
I want to make sure everybody heard that.
I'm gonna get him the shirt that says victim. I'll get you a shirt that says perpetrator. Never mind, I won't buy you. He always want to remind people he the victim.
You darn right. Get me a shirt.
Oh.
Got one coming for you too. Perpetrator.
Okay. Anyway, so he's the victim. I'm the perpetrator, and I had to learn that in becoming a grief counselor, it taught me going through my own grief recovery and becoming a grief counselor. And that's why I became a grief counselor, because I went through grief recovery and just found it so fascinating how that works and how people can truly heal if they really want to.
Yeah.
And just walking through that, I almost forgot what I was about to say. Oh my gosh, baby. Where was I going with it?
I don't know. All I know is
I had to learn that this is how he handles
Yes.
his grief. That's how he
Yeah.
handled his emotions and
Yeah.
things of that nature.
Yeah.
So I had to learn how to not always become defensive when he would bring something up.
Yeah.
You know, I would say, okay, get it out. Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
How are you feeling? And did I do anything to make you feel
Right.
this way? I
'Cause-
would always ask him that because I wanted to make sure that in my transformation, in me becoming the woman and the wife that I needed to become for him, and that God was making me, I had to make sure that these old habits that were there. I mean, there are some things in my DNA that's just there. And I had to make sure that wasn't becoming a part of what we were building our marriage to become.
Yeah. And this is the thing. As the perpetrator, sometimes I was, how dare you try to get upset because I'm bringing up something you did? You ain't finna flip the script on me like that.
Mm-hmm. So let's go here though. Eva Lynn says, what advice would you have for someone who entered a relationship by infidelity?
What do you expect out of the relationship? This is the thing. You enter a relationship by infidelity. What did that person just show you? Now I'm not saying it couldn't work. I'm not saying that.
Right.
However, there's a high probability that if you find yourself in the same situation as in how you got into a relationship, it may not should be a surprise to you.
And that's not being mean.
It's
I
not.
mean, you have to understand my past to understand why I wholeheartedly agree with him. And we just not going into my past right now.
Yeah.
So
That's just facts.
mm-hmm. That I didn't expect anything but what was going on in the moment from somebody that I'm in a relationship and it's infidelity. I'd be fooling myself. I'd be fooling myself.
Because both people are lying to themselves. In my opinion. From what I've seen growing up in the house that my father cheated on my mom for years. Understanding what the infidelity looks like. Understanding how there's really not a one person to blame. But you got to take ownership of your actions.
Mm-hmm.
You knew what that person was involved with before you even started dealing with that person.
Or you knew what you were doing
Yeah.
when you decided to go into that relationship. Yeah. So it's really gonna take some.
There are really some people out here that are in their mind in relationships with people who are married. That's mine. This.
I don't think that. Okay, y'all.
Looks straight at me.
I have a question on YouTube.
Yeah, looks straight at me.
Well, I have a statement on YouTube. So this young lady, I don't know if Miss M. Johnson is still on YouTube right now, but this is very interesting because Joaquin and I have things like this set up in our marriage. Like I don't normally pump gas. I don't normally go to the gas station, especially at night. I don't go to the ATM, especially at night. I usually don't go to the bank to withdraw money anyway. I just ask Joaquin to go do it for me. But that's just how our life is set up, okay? But I never answer the door when night falls.
Yeah.
I will not go to the door. If Joaquin is not home, somebody comes to our door at night, I'm not answering it. I'm not. I'm just going to sit there. And if Joaquin is home, if Joaquin is in the shower, I'm just going to sit there. He is not going to tell me to go to the door. He's not.
No.
Even if we know that we're having company or anything, at night, I just don't answer the door.
Yeah. So the statement is that she was used to her dad going to the door, but someone she was involved with, someone knocked on the door one night and he told her to go get the door.
They don't answer the door. And she said he's just not the one.
Yeah. And my question is, what all do you know about him? How was he reared? What was he used to? What was his last relationship like? See, we look at these, we read these one statement things about one person and try to sum them up in one statement. But what were they like? Did they have strong, independent women raising them? Is that what they saw? Is that what they expected? Exactly what they used to. You got to ask all these questions. Have you put
Mm-hmm.
your non-negotiable down about what you expect out of him?
Yeah.
So when people say "wow," or I'm not throwing you on the bus, Miss Johnson, or anything like that. But when people are surprised about some actions of the other person, did you really know them? Do you really know what they've been through? Why they see things a certain way? A lot of things that I do in my marriage is because of what I didn't see in my household growing up. And I thought my mom deserved more. Not saying my father was a bad person, he just wasn't a good husband. He didn't know how to. He had never
Mm-hmm.
been trained to, he had never been expected to be a good husband. He expected to be a man and do what men do as dogs. So when I got married, I had my mindset up from a young age. When I do get married, I want to do these things differently. I didn't know how to put that into place. That's why I have mentors and counselors over me that help me evolve into who I needed to be. That's what you have to do as a man.
Mm-hmm.
My wife can help me. She can never help me be a bigger or better man. God made me a man. I'm good. That's what she was attracted to, the man in me.
You better tell him that I'm
My
attracted
T.
to the man. The man, okay? I'm sorry. Go ahead, baby. I am terrible.
She's horrible. But I tell you what, my wife darn sure has built a great husband out of me. And yes, you heard me say my wife has
I
built
built.
a great husband out of me.
I built that thing, y'all.
Because I was already a good husband,
Yeah.
but I was a man first. So the husband part, I was like a puzzle. Thank you. I was a puzzle.
Come on, Holy Spirit, talk to me.
I was a puzzle for our marriage, and my wife had to help me navigate the pieces so I could become the husband she needed me to be in every season. And guess what? My puzzle is not finished. As the seasons go on and the seasons change, my wife is going to help me transition to some things because sometimes we get comfortable in some areas as men and women. And if your spouse if you have a spouse and that spouse cannot navigate the pieces of as you as a puzzle, something's wrong.
Yeah.
My look has changed. She took all my hair, y'all.
Snatched it.
You know my my decision making into knowing when to speak sometimes has changed. Sometimes it's not about me being a man and putting my 2 cents in things. Sometimes it's just about me sitting back and just being quiet, observing. My dress has changed. My attire has changed several times.
Mm-hmm.
My demeanor has evolved. I've matured in so many ways. And I've not tooted her horn, but I am. One thing about my wife is I tell people all the time she has the knack and ability to build me in ways I never expected to be built. And those are the gems about her that can't be bought, can't be necessarily seen, but they're underrated if you let me tell them. So yeah,
Oh, thank you, baby. Sweet.
but she's crazy. She balanced me out now. She crazy. Lord have mercy. Woo! I said, God, I asked you years ago, the Lord, let her loosen up some. I'm like, I didn't know you were gonna let her let loose. Jesus. But yeah. So as men, I would challenge any man out there. Um, Challenge your wife to be able to put a puzzle together because it challenges her as well.
Yeah. It makes her better too.
Yeah.
No.
Women, are you going to be a selfish woman and try to build something that only provides for you, or are you trying to build a marriage?
Right. Well, yeah,
So
it definitely can't be manipulation. It can't. It has to be like that love, that growth, that strengthening, that wanting to grow together, that truly gets you to that point to where, man, I'm telling you, when you get your marriage together, everything else is on up from there.
yeah, yeah. A real man who wants to be a real husband truly wants to win for the marriage. And if you are a woman and you see that in that man and you build him, how do you lose?
Mm-hmm.
You win. But a lot of times we see a lot of women come into marriages. They come into marriage with a long past, poor credit, no money, and then they expect the man to do everything for them. And then they end up being infidelity because they see somebody that has more and offer them a little bit more than what the man that they have has, and they're not even trying to build to be what that person is.
Mm-hmm.
Man, patience. One thing about there are two words. There are two words I would tell you that you need to have in your marriage: patience and balance. And that's below God, prayer, and submission, and for both people. Those two words right there need to strongly be in your vocabulary and in your mindset every day. Patience and balance. Yep. I had a man tell me today that he feels a little jealous of the time that his wife spends with the kids. The kids are 5 and 3. I said, good, you ought to feel jealous. But I'm saying this, that's the season. They're 5 and 3. They still need her for some things. But there needs to be balance also.
Yeah. Can I speak to this? Derek Davis. How do you all see things as far as the man doing everything and paying all the bills? There was an earlier question that says, what happened to, to the roles in marriage?
They change.
They change. See, and here's the thing,
Because
like
times change.
times change, things change. Like you are ever evolving. Your life is ever evolving. And I'm telling you, the one thing that you cannot deny, that is change.
Yes, change.
Things are going to change. There have been times when in our household, Joaquin was the breadwinner. Joaquin made the most money. But you know what? It wasn't like Joaquin paid all the bills. We have an account where both checks went into there.
Yeah.
It didn't matter to us who made the most money.
We have an account that both savings.
Yep.
I mean, some savings go in the one account.
Mm-hmm. So it isn't that he pays all of the bills. All of his money goes toward the bills and da da da. No,
And this is the thing: if you have a husband who has a job that he's able to do that, so be it. But my question is, what are y'all sitting down doing with your money?
Yeah.
Or how are you all building? What are you all saying to balance these things out? Does the wife pay for the vacations? Does she pay for daycare,
the kids' education,
stuff
things
like
of that nature?
Every marriage is different.
Yeah.
So many times people look at other marriages and say, "Why our marriage can't be like that?" Because that ain't your marriage.
Yeah, that doesn't work for your household. It just doesn't work for your house. So what works for your house works for your house. But if that husband goes to his wife year 2 of the marriage and says, "Baby, stop working. I got us. I just want you to homeschool the kids. I want you to take care of the house. That's what I want." Does she agree with that? If she agrees with that, all right, you guys do it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, year 7 comes around and your job is not as stable as you thought it was. What happens next? Are you guys sitting down having that conversation about what life is going to look like now?
Yeah.
Because 5 years ago, this is where we were. This worked. This is year 7. We can't do that now.
And COVID has shown us
that things
can
change. And so you have to constantly take a glimpse at what life could look like. And this is so funny because we've been with couples for a year, 2 years. Like some couples we've been with for 2 years. And some of them we've been with for 3 years. But here's the thing. They still don't necessarily communicate about the marriage.
Yeah.
They communicate about how the kids' day was, where the kids are going to go to school, what this is going to look like, what that's going to look like, but they never communicate about their marriage. Ever.
And some of that is fear. Some of that is denial.
Mm-hmm.
Some of that is avoidance.
I'm like, how can you not communicate about the one thing that's holding that family together?
Yep.
And that's that marriage.
And
like that marriage dictates you already come with a certain piece of happiness that you have, okay? But then when your marriage is in shambles, when your marriage is a mess, you don't even remember where your own happiness comes from.
Yeah.
And that's the place where we don't like to see individuals, but we darn sure don't like to see marriages there.
I always tell people, don't lose yourself. A lot of times people, they support their spouse so much that they lose who they are. And that's not fair to the marriage. There has to be balance. You have to, man. These communications have to be going. My wife and I have a little business meeting every Monday morning, whether it's 5 minutes or 30 minutes, talking about what are we expecting out of the week, out of the month, what are we expecting out of the year. My wife and I, and for the family, we've been fasting for the month of February for the last 7 years. 7 years? Is it 7 years? 8 years.
What? For what?
Fasting. We fast in February.
That we fast in February? Ooh. Just,
Eight?
yeah, about 8. Mm-hmm.
8 years. And guess what?
No.
It's longer?
Baby, it's been I
You've
was
been
pescatarian for
10
10
years.
years.
Yeah, my wife don't eat chicken, y'all. Don't even ask.
So we've been doing that 13 years. Because remember, we did it 3 years prior to me becoming
You sure did.
pescatarian.
Man, it's been a long time we've been fasting. Anyway, but we fast, but this is the thing. We lay our whole year out.
Mm-hmm.
What we want, and this is the thing. In 13 years of doing this, that year is never went as we planned. It always changes. Something is always happening in our life or in the world that changes our plans. So if you are a husband, and this is the thing, there have been times in our marriage when I didn't have a job for 6 months. And my wife held it down like a trooper. And that's why sometimes when God is truly blessing us, I'm not being lackadaisical, I'm not being foolish with money. But man, what you want? And she's like, I want that. I'm like, you can have it. I want that. No, that's just too much. You're being crazy now.
Mm-hmm.
Balance. Because she's shown me that it's more than just about money. No, we in this for we together in this.
Mm-hmm.
Once again, if I'm good, she good.
Yeah. A question on YouTube real quick.
Shy and Humble said, hey, so do I communicate effectively to my husband that I would like and need him to be more affectionate and intentional? He'll do okay for a short period of time, then stop. Married 17 years. Why do you let him stop?
Yeah, it has to be consistent. Like, you have to produce the consistency in your spouse.
Yeah, and let me say this. I'm not sweet, shy and humble. I'm not saying it's your fault, but I'm saying you do have some say-so in it. What men ain't want to say this. We like, okay, why do you think men always talk about, man, when I was in high school playing ball, or when I was in college playing ball, or if they were pro, when I was this, and they haven't played that in 10 or 20 years? We still like to pat on the backs. We still like to that boy, good job. But a lot of times in marriage, this is what people say. And we hear it all the time. Why didn't you tell that man thank you for opening the door for you? That's what he's supposed to do. Why didn't you tell that man thank you for putting gas in your car? That's what he's supposed to do. Husbands and wives ain't supposed to do nothing.
Mm-hmm.
We do what we're taught, and we do what we're accommodated for, and we do what we are acknowledged for. If you don't believe me, order pizza tomorrow. And I guarantee you, the person that comes to that door, you ain't going to know. But guess what you're going to say to them for delivering your pizza? Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
But the person you lay beside, have kids with, pay bills with, struggle with, you can't say thank you. I tell my wife thank you when we have sex. Every time, girl, thank you. Woo, I enjoy that.
Because I pussy down.
See, I'm trying to be serious right now. There you go. Hey, can't do it. 15 minutes can't go by without you being serious. Did you put it down?
I put it down. I pussy down.
My wife tells me, thank you for washing the clothes. Thank you for washing dishes. Thank you for cooking. Baby, thank you for washing my truck.
I do.
Thank you for doing. These are things that, yes, I'm expected to do as a husband, because not that she needed it. My wife don't even want that stuff. I do this because I want to do it as a husband.
Mm-hmm.
And when I'm acknowledged for it, I want to do it more.
Yes.
Ding, ding, ding,
I
women.
Want to do it
I want to do
when
it
I'm
more.
acknowledged for, when I am shown that you appreciate it, when I'm giving that gratitude.
If he walk by you and grab your bottom, grab your butt, tell him, baby, thank you for grabbing my butt. That made me feel good earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what he'll do? He go grab your butt again.
Yeah. So this is the question on TikTok. Rayan, I'm sorry, I cannot pronounce your name correctly. How to know if you are ready for marriage and stability or not. Are you ready to become selfless?
And be real with yourself.
Be real with yourself. Like, are you ready to become selfless? when you think about getting into a marriage, like you got a whole other person, that's not your kid, that you didn't give birth to, that you none of that.
They're gonna do everything totally different than what
That's
you do.
totally different. Like you gotta bring this thing together, and there are gonna be some sacrifices you have to make. There are gonna be times when you ain't gotta think about you. You gotta think about that man.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta think about that woman. You're gonna have to be able to be thinking about her so that you can make sure she has everything she needs, and vice versa. She gonna have to be thinking about you to make sure that you got everything you need.
Yep.
And that in that mindset of marriage, that's the mindset that I want people to think. Like you become a wife before you ever say I do.
Yeah.
You become a husband well before
Yeah.
you say I do.
Because your mindset has to change.
Because that mindset has shifted to I want to make sure somebody else is good.
Mm-hmm.
Like I want to make sure they're okay. I want to make sure that all of their needs are met. I want to make sure their desires are met. I want to tap into that thing that just takes them to another place when they think about me.
Yeah. Even when you're not happy with them.
Even when you're upset with them.
See, that's the key right there.
That's it.
I'm telling you, sometimes I fix my wife's plate and I ain't even like it. I may drop the plate down on the table. I look.
No, he don't. He don't be dropping that plate down. I don't know why you be acting like that, babe.
Stop
acting so hard.
Ain't too playing.
Stop. Baby, you can be Clark Kent.
All right.
Don't do
I'm
that.
drop the plate down.
Oh my God. I like messing with you.
I'll be what you need me to be, girl.
Hey, that's it, baby. I'll be everything you need me to be too. So then I also have a question on here that says, what if your marriage is failing? What do you consider failing?
Yeah.
Like what is the definition of failing for you? And also, does your spouse see it in the same manner that your marriage is failing? Have you even had that conversation where you can go to your spouse and say, I feel like our marriage is failing. I'm not doing something right.
Mm-hmm. Oh, did you hear what she said?
Exactly. I wanted him to pick that out because too often we go into these conversations, into these critical conversations, pointing the finger.
I feel like our marriage is failing because you ain't doing this.
Exactly, because you ain't doing this and you don't do this and you ain't said this. Da da da. You know what I did? I go to him and I say, you know what? I feel like our marriage is failing. I feel like I'm not doing something right. I put it all back on me.
Mm-hmm. And I put it on her too.
You damn right. It's failing because you right. You ain't doing something right. But y'all know what I learned in that. I'm glad that he bought. I mean, we're joking. We're joking. But if Joaquin was to come back to me, and this is the difference though. But this is the difference in mindset. This is the difference in heart. This is the difference in growth and maturity as well. If I go to Joaquin and I tell him that I feel like our marriage is failing, and it's because of something I'm doing, and he comes back and he says, "You're right. This is everything that you're not doing." And he's just laying it all out to me. He's laying it out to me. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna sit back. I'm going to listen. And once he's done talking, you know what I'm going to ask my husband? Baby, can you help me get it right?
And she's not lying. That's what we've grown to.
Like we've grown to I need you to help me get it right.
Because what I'm doing, I'm not attacking her. I'm acknowledging what she's saying and just saying boom, boom, boom. This is what we need to start. Because she brought it up. Mm-hmm. If she brings it up, that's not a time for me to say, well, no, baby, no. Let's acknowledge what you're saying and let's get to the bottom of it. And that is not a time for me or her to attack me and say, well, what aren't you doing? No, I didn't start this conversation.
No, and here's the thing, I'm growing. Yep. If I'm feeling a certain way, then I need the first person to know that to be my husband. Yep. Because I need him to help get me to the place where I need to be for him, for our marriage, so that I don't continue to feel like we're failing.
Now, where the maturity in me comes in, that is, not only do I acknowledge what she's saying, and she allows me to help her through that, I also can see where I could have done a better job as a husband to not allow her to fail in those moments. So this is the thing. It'll never be on her. My wife knows I will always say, no, I should have done this. I should have done that. And if we're both doing that, man, we can't lose. We can't lose. You are marrying an imperfect being. Matter of fact, how old are you? Who somebody on here married? Tell me how old you are. If you've only been married, if you've only been married 5 years, 10 years, tell me how old you are, please. YouTube, YouTube. They can see how old they are. Mm.
Okay. 36,
36.
38, 39, 62,
40,
48,
okay,
10
48,
years.
10 years.
Okay.
I am Shar. Shar, you're 48 and you've been married 10 years. Is there, I hope, if this is your first marriage, or even if it's not, you've been married 10 years, we'll go with this one. What is it? You've been married 10 years and you're 48. That means you have 38 years of imperfection or selfishness coming into a year, coming into a 10-year marriage. Do you not think there's going to be some selfishness and some change and some um, miscommunication in there? So many people get married and they like, oh my God, I can't believe they're acting like this. You've been married 2 years, 5 years, and you're 35 years old. Dude, we have so many things that we have to debunk out of our life that we haven't acknowledged. And we keep throwing everything that we brought into the marriage on the spouse and expecting them to fix it. It's crazy. When I got that, I started digging deeper into her past. See, most people don't want to do that. See, one thing about me, I am not intimidated by her past or any man from her past. I ain't intimidated by that because I know who I am. But I need to tell me what attracted you to that or what didn't attract you to that. Why'd you do that? Why would you make that response? Because then when she makes a response to me, I need to make sure that I haven't triggered something or, look, first of all, I ain't him. See, that's what people don't want to do. People don't want to have the real about it.
Man, he used to always tell me, I ain't him.
I used to tell myself, look, I don't know who he is.
But I ain't him.
I ain't him.
I ain't him. Like, I ain't trying to,
Yeah.
trigger none of that. But I loved the fact that he would remind me that I'm not him. I'm not trying to take you to that place.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to, I'm not trying to do that. No, that but you understand maturity, man. Like, you have to be mature in order to understand these things and to take them into your marriage. Cause I'm gonna tell you,
but
we worked with couples that initially they meet us, they want to change. It's like, oh God, oh gosh, we need y'all, we need y'all. Third session in, fourth session in, you ain't did none of your homework.
They don't want it.
You ain't implemented none of the actions that we've asked you to implement into your marriage.
They don't want it.
You hadn't said any of the stuff that we needed you to say to your spouse in the marriage. Be real about who you are, what you dealing with. You ain't doing none of that.
And
I'm gonna tell you something.
Go ahead, baby. Tell them.
Joaquin, no.
What I know.
I will cut a couple off in a minute.
Oh yeah.
I will cut a couple off in a minute and tell them, look, we don't want to waste your money and we don't want to waste our time.
Period.
We're not fit for you.
Period. Because it's the thing. Did we do what we do? We ain't asking people to come to us.
Nope.
There's an opportunity to grow.
Yeah, they don't want to do the hard work, man. Y'all saying it. They don't want to do the hard work.
Yeah.
Because
the hard work means change. And this is what most people do. Most people don't want to change unless they see the other person changing. They don't want to be consistent unless they see the other person being consistent.
Yep.
This is what I told my wife in the midst of us debating divorce. And saying, we're going to make this work. I tell you what. Mark remember some of them days at McKesson? Shoot.
Lisa.
Lisa,
he says invite Lisa to.
No, we can't do that. No, we just not invite her to go down.
No, if she went live, I bet you any kind of money. If we told her to go live, she would tell everybody.
They ain't lying.
If they tell you don't do it,
don't
do it. You gotta fix you first. Go ahead, baby.
Yeah, but I will say this: in the midst of us debating whether we were gonna stay married or not, I made up in my mind that I was gonna be what I promised myself and God and her that I was gonna be in this marriage. Mm-hmm. It had nothing to do. I had to really, really tell myself this. I had to make sure that I was doing it for me, not anybody else, and not her. Mm-hmm. Because if I did it for her, I'm doing it for somebody else that's not me. Yeah. And I told my wife, I said, I'm going to be the best husband that I can be. If you don't accept that, it's not on me. If this doesn't work, I'm going to walk away this being a better man, a better father, better person, better son, better this. You got to be able to see me for what I'm trying. Mm-hmm. But most people go into it and they want to say, well, you didn't tell me I did this, but did you do it better? If I know I did something better, I don't need her to acknowledge it. Would I like for her to acknowledge it? Yes. Yeah. But if I know I'm busting my behind to be different, I can't always expect other people to see me trying to change. Yeah. Man, you gotta want to be better and understand that sometimes being better means you seeing it first. Yeah. Because this is the truth. When you're at a point of giving up, the other person sees you as who they've seen you as, not who you're becoming. It's hard to see beyond trauma. Oh, that's good.
Baby, you always say a lot of good stuff.
Yeah, it's hard to see beyond trauma.
Huh. Oh, it's very hard to see beyond trauma. That's why I try to help people see beyond it. Find the beauty in your brokenness.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Now this is the thing. First of all, because this is the thing. If I don't do it for myself and get me right, I'll never be what she needs me to be. Because I don't know who I am.
Yeah. So yes, we do premarital counseling. We do marriage counseling. We tell people a lot. Like people they come to us for marriage counseling. These are usually the couples who have been to marriage counseling before. They're like, oh, y'all are our last hope. Like, if y'all can't help us, nobody can. And they say that because they've been to a counselor before. Yeah. But they've never been to a couple. They've only been to a counselor, which was either male or female. Yeah. And someone in the session didn't get what they needed.
Yeah. And I'm being real with you. If you go to someone if you come to us, you have to want to be challenged. Look, if an association or a friendship grows out of us meeting, so be it. Mm-hmm. But we're not inviting you or accepting you as clients to become friends. Yeah. Yeah, you're not paying us to become friends. Mm-hmm. You better be real with you.
You're paying us to be real with you, and we are extremely real with you. Like we are so honest with you, but to the fact that I'll tell people, and Joaquin, will tell people like I'm gonna say it, and you may not like what I say. And someone says you can't change if you're not being honest, and that's the first thing in the very first session we tell couples. The only way change can be created is if you're being real, if you're being honest. Honesty is the only way that you can begin to create the change that you want to see and that you want to be. You're going to have to be real.
Somebody please stop.
You are going to have to be real.
Joaquin would say it for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, we've had couples tell us in premarital counseling. Ooh. They're already planning their wedding, got a date set and everything. And we don't tell them, don't do it. Mm-mm. We'll tell them, maybe you two need to take a moment and really think about what you're about to step into. We'll give them a homework assignment. That homework assignment will entail them digging a little bit deeper than where they are on the surface of all of the tickling of the ears. Yep. He's telling me the sweet nothings, and she's sexing me left and right, and
my mama really
like her, and all that kind of stuff. And we want you to see past all that, okay? And really go and dig a little bit deeper than where you are. Yeah. We don't tell people, we just don't think,
Now
we have done that.
Yeah, we have had couples. We have had couples ask us, "Do y'all think we're ready to get married?" And we'll say, in our honest opinion, we think you can work on some more things.
Yeah, before you
Yeah.
decide to walk down that
Yeah.
aisle.
And that's just being real.
Yeah.
Because marriage is serious, man.
Mm-hmm.
We have people right now in our lives that are good friends of ours for years that did not marry the person that they initially came to counsel with us for, and years later they end up coming to counsel with someone else, and they would tell me, "Man, if I'd have married that other person, we wouldn't be married now." Thank y'all for being real with us.
Mm-hmm.
I don't do this for we don't do this for clout.
We don't do this for shits and giggles. I'm sorry. I ain't said
You
y'all.
didn't have to.
I did.
No, you didn't. We don't do this for squirts and giggles.
Ooh. Ooh.
She give me a headache too, y'all. But no,
Oh
we
my
can't do
God.
all the time.
I'm sorry. Oh. My 15 minutes was up. I was quiet. I was serious. I couldn't hold it in no more.
Ignorant, man. I swear to God, you ignorant. Well, I tell you.
I'm sorry. I mean, hey.
If y'all, I'm telling y'all, if you cannot be goofy like this with your spouse, man, reevaluate some things. Oh my God.
Okay, I mean.
Oh, there's a
shit.
time for everything, y'all. There's a time for everything. There have been
And
times.
my time limit is 15
Woo,
minutes.
15 minutes.
My time limit is 15 minutes.
Yep. And I'm gonna tell you something. People see Stacey
Go
silly
ahead.
as she's being now. But there have been times, and I've given my wife permission. Listen to me, man. I've given my wife permission to respectfully check me. You hear what I said? Respectfully check me. There's some children time my wife be like, hey, we ain't doing that. Excuse me? Joaquin, hear me out. And when she brings perspective to me, it's like, yeah. Because I'm going to be honest with you. I'm always throwing irons into a fire. Oh, we can do this. Oh, we can do this. Joaquin, we can't do that right now. Just tell me. Oh, she's okay. Go ahead, do it. And years ago, every time she would tell me, go ahead and do it, and it backfired on us, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just start listening to her. Cause I think she sees something sometime I don't see. We've been rocking ever since.
Yeah.
We good.
Mm-hmm. We get upset at each other. We get upset at each other, but it is very hard for that to linger on in our marriage.
Yeah.
Like, I could get upset with him, and I could tell him, like, I call him Jack. If I call him Jack, he knows why.
Is she calling me Jock or Jack?
Yeah, either one, he know. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what comes after Jack, right?
Yep. Yep. So it's like, there you go. Yeah. We've been married. We've been together 18 years. We've been married 15. Somebody else just asked that question.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I know. I'm gonna change it, man. We just got back home.
Y'all, I'm so glad that.
Whoa. How often do you ever hear them?
I hear them all the time. I've been hearing it lately.
I haven't. I just.
Yeah. You said I don't ever go down there, so I don't hear it.
I haven't.
I said, baby, it's been going on for a while now.
I'm gonna change it.
Mm-hmm.
Worried about my smoke alarm. Shit. And guess when it's getting changed?
Tonight. Who did we get up here? So many people have said it. His ass changing that tonight.
I'm going through the house changing all of them tonight.
Yes. Yes. So Isaac, that's funny that you say let's get this show on the road. People keep telling us that we need to do a love, laughter, and hope tour.
And we want to do it, man.
We really want to do a love, laughter, and hope tour where we do just this with people, Yep.
But this is the thing. I always tell, man, my wife knows I'm not trying to waste time. And if we're going to do it, man, we're going to do it and be real with people. And we're going to have some fun. Mm-hmm. Oh, my God, we're going to have some fun.
Yeah, we're going to have some fun. But we're actually going to get ready to get off of here. So
Isaac
I'm going to be.
He said his radio. What's up, Isaac? What kind of radio? Your radio station? Somebody say, yes, do it, please. I tell you what, if y'all really want us to do a tour like that, man, what city should we start in? And don't say Birmingham.
Peace out. A lot of people are going to bed. So
we understand. We've been here for a minute, man.
Mm-hmm.
Atlanta, Dallas. I like Dallas.
Atlanta,
Florida, Ohio, Louisiana.
Mm-hmm.
So don't do that. Somebody said joke, please. Florida. Tennessee, I like Tennessee.
Tennessee,
We used to live in
Huntsville,
Memphis.
Boston,
Washington, D.C.
Phoenix.
Well, you know, hey.
We come to Phoenix every year.
Yeah, we come to Phoenix every year, man.
We do a marriage retreat.
Oh, for the ones that just came on, we are having a marriage retreat.
West Palm Beach.
October the 5th, 2023, Phoenix, Arizona. Well, Fort McDowell, Arizona, right outside of Phoenix. If you would like to find out more information about our marriage retreat, please go to blendedandwinning.com. Blendedandwinning.com. Check it out. You can sign up for it. I guarantee you the treatment you're going to get, top notch.
Somebody said start at home. Start in your hometown. Yep.
Oh, we already know Birmingham is, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Mississippi, South Africa. We got to work up to that. That's a plane ticket.
Yeah.
Why not Birmingham?
Because you said.
Because that's a given.
That's a given.
Yeah, we're going to have some fun.
We're going to be in Birmingham.
Yeah, we're going to be in Birmingham. That's what I'm saying. It's just a given.
So look, we love you guys. We love you with the love of Christ. Again, our charity. Hold on.
You say your show about ticket easily. Go up.
Oh, up.
Yep. That's what you're looking for. Yep.
Oh, that can buy that ticket to Arizona quickly. I am Tamika. Girl, I'm tired. It's time for me to go to bed. It's past my bedtime.
She's just trying to save a little energy.
Yeah. Now. We love y'all. We love y'all with the love of Christ. Y'all go get some sleep just like I'm about to go get some sleep, okay? But yes, you guys can go to our website at blendedandwinning.com to find out anything that we are doing. Yes. And we hope to be back on here with you guys soon. The charity golf tournament is this weekend.
Yes.
And we love y'all. But I do got one for y'all real quick.
I'm not going to forget, Erica.
Out of here.
I'm not going to forget.
Hey, what is the difference between your husband and your couch?
I know this one.
What is the difference between a husband and a couch?
Yeah.
Your couch pulls out. Your couch pulls out. Your husband don't, okay?
That's for the married people. That's for the married people. The married people. You know
Look, I will take y'all out with that one and with a hootie hoo.
And a bloop bloop. Hey, talk to y'all later, man. God bless you. Have a great, great, great rest of your week. Yes. Once again, if you want to get in to the golf tournament here in Birmingham, it's going to be at the Highlands Golf Club. Go to our website, themissionoperationblended.org. Sign up. See you there. All right.
Bye, y'all.
God bless.
You hit that one.
How you turn it off?